Hello and welcome to day 27 of 100 Days of Python, the coding challenge, the Code Along With Me challenge. I'm Bill Mosley, and if you want the complete listing of Python projects for this challenge, you can go to my website at bmosley.com/hdp. All right, let's get into the coding for today. Today we're going to make a bar chart using the turtle, and this is a good exercise because it allows you to do some calculations for relative sizing of things on a screen. It allows you to see another way that you can make a bar chart. Of course, Python has lots and lots of built-in modules and libraries for making visualizations of data, but doing it by hand has a certain appeal, and it also is sort of a good process for thinking things through logically and doing some learning. So we're going to go ahead and do that by hand today. So the first thing we want to do is we want to import the turtle, and I'm going to do it in the generic way. And that allows me to just call the turtle by name. Of course, you could get into namespace errors and issues, but for the purpose of this assignment, I'm just going to keep it simple and very straightforward. So the first thing I want to do when I'm thinking about a bar chart is I want to figure out how to draw just one bar. And so I'm going to create a function, a custom function, that draws one bar. So I'm going to say define draw bar. And there are a few things that I want to include in that as to specify it. I'm going to indicate the height of the bar, and I'm going to indicate the width of the bar, and I'm also going to indicate the color of the bar as a string. And so those are the three parameters that I'm going to give when I call this. And so in terms of drawing a bar chart, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a vertical bar. So I need to start near the bottom of the screen, and then I'm going to go ahead and do that. So as an exercise, before I define this any further, I'm going to comment that out, and I'm going to say, I'm going to figure out the dimensions of the screen or the window that I'm in. So if I do scr equals screen like this, then I can get a screen object, which is actually a window object, and I can print out the width, window width, and the window height, and I can figure out how much space I have to work with, which is useful so that I can position my bars appropriately. So I'm just going to run this exactly the way it is, and it's going to just give me the width and height of the window. So when I open the window, this is what I have to work with, and so I'm going to use that for positioning my turtle. So the first thing I want to do is position the turtle where I want the bar to start. And so if you remember, this is the total height and width, and the middle of the screen is 0, 0. So what I have is, if I divide that by 2, then I can see that I have about 378 to the left and 378 to the right as a negative number and a positive number, and then 368 vertically each direction. So if I wanted to position this to the bottom left coordinate or a quarter of the screen where I'm going to start drawing that bar, I might go negative 300 by negative 300. So I'm going to teleport the turtle to negative 300, negative 300. And so let's just, down here at the end, include the done command, and we can check that to see if we're showing up in the right place. So there is my turtle, and this is where I'm going to start. The other thing I want to do is I want to make sure that the heading is pointed straight up, because I'm going to start drawing the bar that way. But I'm going to do that inside my function here. So let's get back to the function. So the first thing I want to do is set heading to 90 degrees, which is pointing straight up. And then I'm going to want to change the color of that. So I'm going to say color is str color, and I'm just going to provide the color as a string here. And the next thing I want to do is I want to begin the fill because I'm going to fill in that bar. Actually, let's add that in just a second. First, we're going to draw. So let's draw. So forward, int height, and then we're going to turn right 90 degrees, and then we're going to go forward the width, and then we're going to turn right 90 degrees, and then we're going to go forward the height again, and then we'll turn 90 degrees, and we will do forward int width, and last thing, let's turn 90 degrees one more time, and we'll be back exactly where we started. So let's run that. And so to call that function, we're going to need to say draw bar, and we'll give it a height of 200, a width of 20, and a color of red. And so we'll run that, and there is my first bar. Okay, so far so good. Pretty useful. And so that is doing what I wanted to do. Now let's add the fill. So we're going to do a begin fill here at the beginning, and after we draw the shape, end fill, and that provides us with a nice solid color bar. And then at the end of that, I want to actually write the value of the bar. So if it's like a 200 high bar, that's going to be my data. So I'm going to say 200 as the actual figure below that. So I need to move my turtle a little bit below the bar and center it. So it would go to the left half of its width. So I'm going to say teleport, and we're going to go a little bit to the right. So we're going to say x coordinate plus, and we're going to say int width divided by 2. I'll use 4 division so we get back an integer there. And then we will do the y coordinate, and we are going to subtract because we're going down, so we want to subtract 20 from that. And that should, actually let's go 25. And so what that does, if we just look at that really quickly here, is it positions the turtle right there. I'm actually going to go back to 20 because I like that better. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to write the number, int write. And so what we're going to write is the int height. That's the string that we're going to write, but we can give it a number and it'll write it just the same. And actually, I'm not doing int right here. I don't know what I was thinking. W-I-R-T, write. That's a turtle command. And we will give it an alignment of center because we want it to align from the center of where we have that. And we can also give it a font. So one that I'm pretty comfortable knowing is on my machine here is Arial. And we'll use 12 point, and we'll use bold font. So bold should be a string, and that should do it. Notice that this is a 3-member tuple here, so it's got another set of parentheses around it and separated by commas. And then let's check that. And that's pretty good. All right, so it's a 200 high bar right there. And so what I want to be able to do is move to a coordinate where I would start the next one. So the easiest way to do that is to get the coordinate of the starting point and then add the width plus a little bit more. So let's do that. Okay, so before we start moving, we're going to say int start, and we're going to say x coordinate and y coordinate, and we'll save that as a tuple. So it's got two numbers saved as a group. That's a nice, easy way to do it. And then what we can do here is when we're done, we're going to teleport again. We're going to use the same y coordinate. So we're going to use the x coordinate. We're going to say int start. And I should say tuple start because it's a tuple. That way I know what I'm dealing with here. So TUP sounds like Tupperware, but it's a little different. Tup start, and we're using the x coordinate, which is the index 0 of that tuple. And we're going to say plus int width plus 20. So that'll be the spacer here. So I'm actually going to say int space, and I'm going to define that up here as a global variable. And then we can use that here. And that way it's easy to change later on, and we definitely will want to do that. So the second part is going to be tup start and then 1. So I'm referring to tup start 0 and tup start 1 to provide those x and y coordinates. And then we can see how this runs, and it's ready for the next bar. So if I do this, now I've set it up so that I can draw multiples really quickly. Int, or we can just type that in, 320 blue. So I'll run that. It draws the red, draws the blue, and there we have a very nice start to our bar chart. And so that's part 1 of the tutorial. In part 2, we're going to learn how to automatically resize the bars so that they fill the screen, and we'll do some other calculations that make this really nice. We'll also provide the data as a list to the function. So that's what's ahead, and join me next time for 100 Days of Python. See you next time.